This is RiverTalks with Jonathan Brush, President and CEO of Unbound.
I'm recording this the day after Resurrection Sunday, and it was an interesting day for us since our two smallest, 7, 8 months old and 2 years old, got pretty sick over the weekend. And by pretty sick, I mean they had a lot of congestion. So that meant a lot of staying up all night. I think I was up 12 times last night and more the night before that. And just having to survive a lot of kids who are feeling pretty miserable. And then, of course, I don't know about you in your life, but my kids only get seriously sick, it seems, at like midnight when, you have to make that decision. Like, is this really bad? Do I go to the ER? Do I not go to the ER? What's the proper thing to do here? And of course, at 12 o'clock at night, I'm not thinking very well at all. And so I'm trying to make those decisions. And yet there's another aspect here, which is, as I was reflecting on that, thinking about the kids being sick this weekend and frustrated about some of the things we couldn't do over this holiday weekend, and then just some of the hard stuff that comes with that. Simultaneously, there's another emotion that's running really strong here, and that is a great feeling of thankfulness. And what I mean by that is that I'm grateful that we're dealing with congestion, a virus. It's no fun. I would prefer not to be dealing with it, but it's also temporary. And I know that ultimately it's very likely to clear up. And that if not, I live in a place where I have access to a lot of healthcare. And in fact, this morning, my wife ran both into the doctors. One got a little bit of medication. The other one got cleared as being just a virus, just miserable, and just some extra guidance on what to do if things got worse. And happily, things haven't gotten worse. I have that feeling about a lot of things related to health. I cut myself recently, no fun. And as I was putting a Band-Aid on and patching that up, the sharpness of the pain from that cut was both annoying to me. I wish I hadn't slipped and done that. And at the same time, I was thinking, man, I'm so glad I didn't hurt my back, because I suffer from, I had a major back injury when I was in my early 30s, and it's cost me a lot over the years. And I've had several times where I've thrown my back out. At one point, I couldn't walk for almost a month. And at this point, I measure everything in comparison to that. So every little physical discomfort I have, it's like, well, that's no fun, but I'm really glad I didn't throw my back out. But I'm really glad I can still walk. But I'm really glad I can still run. And so there's this yes, but reality that we live in. And it was interesting to have that happen this weekend over Resurrection Sunday, because I was reminded that we live in a yes, but world. Yes, things are bad. Yes, there are challenges. Yes, there are struggles. Yes, there is sin. Yes, the world is broken. But there's an empty tomb. But for the resurrection, that we are people, speaking for myself, and I think probably for a lot of you who listen, we are people who follow the risen Christ. And we don't say that as like a quaint belief or this little thing on the side. We say that as the centrality of reality, that we make that claim personally and corporately, that it changes our lives and it changes the course of all of history, and it has consequences for the entire world and everything that we know in this universe. And that's a bold claim. And to many, it's a crazy claim. And it's a weird claim. And I've got no problem with any of those things. It is weird. It is crazy. It is bold. And yet, I proclaim it as truth. And there's a whole lot that comes with that. But one of the things that's maybe least appreciated about that is that I can constantly live in a yes, but world. Yes, my little ones are sick, but they will get better. Yes, I have a cut on my hand, but it will heal. But it's not just for little things. Yes, I've thrown my back out, but I did it before, and eventually it will be good again. Or even, yes, I have a chronic disease. Yes, I have a terminal illness, but the tomb is empty, and this is not the end of the story.